Imagine waking up one day and discovering that everything you thought you knew about reality was wrong. The sky above, the ground beneath, the entire universe itself. It's not what it seems. What if I told you that we might be living inside a black hole? Sounds like science fiction, right? But some of the most mind-bending discoveries in physics suggest that this idea may not be as far-fetched as it seems. For decades, scientists have been trying to understand the true nature of our universe. We know that space is expanding, that time moves differently depending on gravity, and that nothing can travel faster than light. But what if these aren't just random properties of our universe? What if they are signs that we're trapped inside something much bigger, something inescapable? To understand this mind-blowing possibility, we first need to answer one fundamental question. What is a black hole, really? The true nature of a black hole. A one-way ticket to the unknown. A black hole is a region of space where gravity is so strong that nothing, not even light, can escape. At its center lies a singularity, a point of infinite density where the laws of physics break down. Surrounding this singularity is the event horizon, an invisible boundary that marks the point of no return. Anything that crosses it is lost forever. Now here's where things get strange. According to Einstein's theory of relativity, time slows down near a black hole. If you were falling into one, an outside observer would see you moving slower and slower until you appear frozen in time. Meanwhile, from your perspective, time would seem normal, but the universe outside would appear to speed up. But what if this phenomenon isn't just happening near black holes? What if it's happening everywhere, all around us? You see, our universe has its own event horizon, a boundary beyond which we can never see. This is called the cosmological horizon, and it exists because space is expanding faster than light. Any galaxy beyond this horizon is forever out of our reach, just like an object inside a black hole is out of reach for the outside world. This eerie similarity has led some physicists to wonder, is our observable universe just the inside of a much larger black hole? If this is true, then everything we see, the galaxies, the stars, even the cosmic microwave background radiation, might be inside the event horizon of an enormous black hole in another universe. But how could we ever prove it? A universe that behaves like a black hole, one of the biggest clues supporting this theory, is the way our universe is expanding. According to conventional physics, this expansion is driven by dark energy, a mysterious force pushing galaxies apart at an accelerating rate. But some scientists propose an alternative explanation. What if the universe isn't expanding at all? What if what we're experiencing is actually the gravitational pull of an external black hole drawing matter inward? Imagine standing inside a massive whirlpool. You wouldn't see yourself sinking. Instead, you'd feel as if the water around you was rushing outward. In the same way, what we perceive as galaxies flying away from us could actually be matter getting pulled into a black hole's singularity. From the outside, there's also the issue of time. Inside a black hole, time slows down relative to an outside observer. If we're inside a black hole, then time for us could be moving much slower compared to the parent universe outside. This means that what feels like billions of years inside our universe might only be moments in the larger reality beyond. If this theory is correct, then black holes aren't just cosmic objects. They might be gateways to new universes. And that raises an even bigger question. If every black hole contains a universe, then does that mean our own universe is creating new universes all the time? Could black holes be universes? The mind-bending implications. If our universe is inside a black hole, then what does that mean for everything we know? It completely changes our understanding of space, time, and even reality itself. One of the most shocking implications of this theory is that every black hole we observe could be the birthplace of a new universe, just like ours. Think about it. Black holes consume matter and energy, crushing everything into an incredibly dense point. But what if instead of disappearing forever, that matter is reborn in a separate universe, like a cosmic recycling process? This would mean that black holes are not just destructive forces, they are creative engines, constantly generating new realms of existence. This idea isn't just speculation. Some physicists believe it could explain one of the biggest mysteries in modern science, the Big Bang. Was the Big Bang a black hole? The Big Bang theory suggests that our universe began as an infinitely small, infinitely dense point that rapidly expanded. But that description sounds eerily similar to what happens inside a black hole. Matter collapses into a singularity, a point of infinite density. Could it be that our universe was born from the collapse of a massive star in another universe? According to a radical idea called the black hole cosmology hypothesis, our universe formed inside a black hole that existed in a parent universe. This would mean that every time a black hole forms, it creates a baby universe on the other side. In this model, black holes don't just trap matter, they act as cosmic birth canals, transferring information and energy into a new reality beyond their event horizon. If this is true, then we may never be able to see the universe outside our own, just as no one outside a black hole can see what's inside it. But there's an even bigger problem. If we're inside a black hole, will we eventually hit the singularity? The fate. To have a universe inside a black hole. If we accept the possibility that we're inside a black hole, then we have to ask, what happens next? Will our universe expand forever, or are we doomed to collapse into a singularity? There are two main possibilities: eternal expansion, the black hole perspective. In standard cosmology, scientists believe the universe will keep expanding forever due to dark energy. But if we're inside a black hole, this could simply mean that we are still falling deeper into it. The outside observer, if one exists, would see our universe moving toward the singularity in slow motion, possibly taking trillions of years to reach the end. The Big Crunch, collapsing into a singularity. Some theories suggest that once a black hole absorbs enough matter, it could eventually reach a breaking point and collapse completely. If that happens, the universe inside it, our universe, could experience a big crunch, reversing the expansion and collapsing back into a singularity. This could potentially trigger another Big Bang, restarting the cycle all over again. But what if we don't collapse? What if we escape? Could there be a way out? Is there an exit? Escaping the event horizon, if our universe is inside a black hole, then is there any way to escape? This is where things get even stranger. According to quantum mechanics, information can never be truly lost. This is a huge problem, because black holes seem to erase information when they consume matter. However, a controversial idea called the holographic principle suggests that everything inside a black hole, including our entire universe, might just be a projection of information encoded on the event horizon. In other words, our three-dimensional reality might be an illusion, like a hologram generated from the boundary of a higher dimensional space. This could mean that escaping a black hole isn't about physically traveling through it. It's about understanding the true nature of reality. If this theory is correct, then black holes aren't cosmic prisons at all. They might be gateways to a much larger multiverse. Perhaps the moment we cross the event horizon, we aren't destroyed. We are simply translated into a different form of existence, one that we can't yet comprehend. But before we get carried away, let's ask an even more fundamental question. How could we ever prove that we're inside a black hole? How can we prove we're inside a black hole? If we really are living inside a black hole, there must be some way to prove it. But here's the problem. We can't step outside our universe to check. Everything we observe, measure, and experience happens from within this cosmic bubble. However, scientists have proposed some intriguing clues that might indirectly support this mind-blowing theory. One of the biggest pieces of evidence is the cosmic microwave background radiation, CMB. This is the faint afterglow of the Big Bang, still detectable in every direction we look. But what's fascinating is that the CMB is surprisingly uniform, with only tiny fluctuations. This is exactly what we would expect if our universe were trapped inside the event horizon of a black hole. Inside a black hole, extreme gravitational forces would smooth out irregularities over time, creating a nearly perfect, uniform background radiation, just like what we observe. Another clue comes from the mysterious nature of dark energy. Scientists discovered that the universe's expansion is not slowing down. It's actually accelerating. No one knows why, But if we're inside a black hole, this acceleration could simply be a result of the black hole's own dynamics. The stretching of space inside the event horizon could be the very thing driving our universe's expansion. But perhaps the most compelling clue comes from black hole thermodynamics. According to the laws of physics, black holes must obey something called the Bekenstein-Hawking entropy formula, which relates the surface area of a black hole to the amount of information it contains. Astonishingly, when we apply this same formula to the observable universe, it matches almost perfectly. This suggests that our universe has the same mathematical properties as the event horizon of a massive black hole. If this is true, then we may never be able to escape our cosmic prison, because to any outside observer, we are already trapped inside. What do leading scientists think? While this theory is still highly speculative, some of the greatest minds in physics have seriously considered it. Nikodem Popławski, a theoretical physicist, has proposed that black holes might serve as cosmic bridges that create new universes. His research suggests that every black hole could contain an expanding universe on the other side of its event horizon, possibly including our own. Stephen Hawking famously studied the behavior of black holes and suggested that information is not lost, but may be encoded in the event horizon, leading some to speculate that our reality might just be a projection from the surface of a higher dimensional space. Roger Penrose, a Nobel Prize-winning physicist, has proposed that black holes could store information from previous universes and that new universes could emerge from them in a cycle known as conformal cyclic cosmology. Despite these intriguing ideas, there is no direct proof that we are inside a black hole. It remains one of the most fascinating but unproven possibilities in physics. What if we are? What does it mean for us? Let's assume for a moment that this theory is true. What does it actually mean for us? Would it change our daily lives? Probably. Not, at least not in any practical sense. We would continue to live, work, and explore the universe as we always have, but on a deeper level, it would force us to redefine our entire understanding of existence. If black holes create new universes, then perhaps our universe is not the only one. Perhaps an infinite web of interconnected realities exists beyond what we can perceive. It would also raise unsettling questions about the ultimate fate of our universe. Are we destined to collapse into a singularity? Will our reality end in a cataclysmic crunch, only to give birth to another universe beyond? Or is there something even more profound waiting for us at the edge of time? And most importantly, if we are inside a black hole, then who or what exists outside of it? Perhaps the very nature of reality is far stranger than we ever imagined. Final thoughts? The idea that our universe exists within a black hole is one of the most mind-bending theories in modern physics. While there is no definitive proof, the clues we have, from cosmic background radiation to black hole thermodynamics, suggest that it is a real possibility. If this theory is correct, then black holes aren't just destructive voids in space. They are the birthplaces of entire universes. Every black hole could be a doorway to a new reality, just as our universe might be the creation of some distant cosmic event. So the next time you look up at the stars, remember, you might not just be looking into space. You might be looking deeper into the structure of a cosmic machine, one so vast, so complex, that we are only beginning to understand it. But what do you think? Are we truly inside a black hole? Or is there another explanation for the mysteries of our universe? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts.